I just had another epiphany as I was editing some videos just now. I just realized I'm really so much of an artist, and I don't like to be forced into any form of structure that isn't mine. And this is exactly what is causing me to feel stressed or go into a freeze as soon as somebody else is pushing their structure onto me. And I so hope to break out of it and find a way to be able to support myself financially, be independent most of all, because this authenticity and sense of agency, they're really so sacred to me, and I need that to feel good about myself and feel fulfilled and happy also. You can compare that to making your own fire that warms you. It is your fire. You were the one lighting it. It's so funny to, you work on that art and you just do it because you feel like it, but then suddenly it hits you that this is what you actually are deep within, and you want to share that with others, so it may give some joy. So this is your very personal expression. Only you can bring that into the world. Nobody else can do that. Sharing what you see. Only you can do that. This is what I see. And other people see other things. And when we share that with each other, I find that so very fulfilling when I can learn from others what their perspectives are, how they see the world, how they experience it. But for that, we need to have an exchange and not be judged for it. So I think my purpose here is sharing the beauty I see in nature, finding that purpose. It is a journey and very individual. But I must say, this has very much helped me in this process, and I'm so grateful to have it in my life. And people actually start telling me that I look different, that I actually smile now. And this is very true. I feel like smiling on the inside, and probably that shows on the outside. It's about sheer joy. And then this feels like a real purpose. But unfortunately, artists are not very cherished in our society. You need to have a job to earn money. So people see you as something, and art, I don't know, people just have lost this being in the moment and looking at things really. And this is what art is about, I think. Contemplation, being in the moment, just letting it do some healing when you look at it, taking it in. People are just rushing all the time and not really present. And art is helping people get present, taking a breath, even connecting to their own hearts. And then you start to see art everywhere, in the beauty of patterns, the uniqueness of each and every rock. And you actually look around you, take in the environment, and then you might find some interesting things. Reconnecting to your authentic self, to your heart, that gives you this fulfillment, that contentment. And nature can, of course, help you do that. But it's a very deep process of shifting to this kind of perspective. Whenever somebody tries to enforce their structure on me, they might think it's beneficial because autistics need structure, right? But it's their structure, it's not mine. So this is me when people just push me into this autism box, having their views on what is good for me because I'm autistic. So this is the book cover from my friend from England, and I took the liberty to add some things. How I experience it is, this is the autistic brain, and sensing is a big part of my experience, and it's clashing with this perspective. So I experience the neurotypical world as rigid, not allowing this, but wanting this, which is disabling. And then they just don't know me at all. They don't see the individual. That's the problem. Autism is objectified And especially in this country here, we are so way behind in this. And it ends up disabling you. It should be the other way around. Seeing the person and supporting their independence in a way that suits them. But the problem here is you're being pushed into a structure that they think is what is needed. And that's so backwards. And that's why so many autistics are failing in this program. It just doesn't work. I have my own structure. And I found my own rhythm. I get up around 8:30, 9 a.m. I go to bed around 1 a.m. Something like that. And in between, I have established some rituals, you could say. It has become a natural rhythm. Yeah, it has been very steady in all those months. And I integrated this forest basing as well as working on my mandala art. Yeah, and how things are going. I'm really a bit afraid to be pushed back into this structure of other people, work for them, and then feeling so exhausted that I don't have the energy to work on my art or just live. Having this autonomy like the stag, so strong and independent. So every structure that is enforced onto me, it feels crushing. And then it's like the flower that was blossoming, it just withers and dies inwardly. And I really want to prevent that from happening again.